Page Explorer. Okay, so then you can click or run as administrator is better, run as administrator.
Okay.
Then you will see that yeah, a window will pop up. IBM Rational Clear Team Explorer.
Yes.
In that, we need to go to ClearCase. So then if you click on project VOBs or component VOBs, we will be asking to log into the ClearCase account.
Okay.
Now, you have to, yeah, project VOBs you can go to. Then there is something called as GXR PVOB. Okay. There you can open the expand that expander here and then go to projects. Go to again platform and you will see different increments. Basically 34, 36, 37, 38, 39. Like that we have from 19 onwards, we have some increments. So what we have to do is we have to expand one project. Okay. And the LCM, you will see here, select the LCM and then right click on it and create a view. Okay.
Okay.
So the creating the view means we can, it is like checking out. Okay. So it's not checking out, sorry. It is like selecting which all things that are required. So we can select the files or the folders that are required for us to resolve or investigate the CQ. Okay. Yeah, so in a sense, it is similar to how we can check out. So we can either check out the entire code base of LCM.NET or we can specifically check out which all folders we want. Okay. Okay, so this may take some time for all these things to get loaded.
Okay. Then all the modules will be listed down in the list box,
Yeah,
right?
in the yeah, so the all the modules whichever basically it will be like similar to kind of similar to how we have our D data Git Eliva. Okay, so these all modules will be present as folders inside that this particular path here.
From
Okay,
there, we
let's
have
wait
to
for that
select
to
what all modules we need
which we
for
need.
the
So we need to select
modification
it
of.
properly because there are cases where there are some other jars or there extra, some other resource files that we don't currently require part of these things are present in this folder structure. So it is always better to select the source folders, etc., inside these components or inside these folders. So let it populate completely, and I will select.
Yeah, sure. Everything is right. Atul?
Yeah, it is populated now. So now what we can do, let's say we go to uh, GXR UI. So you expand GXR UI, GUI, GXR UI, you expand it here, then you will see that there are third party that is like the jar files and all will be inside that. Lost and found, something like that is there. You can go to source. Inside, you will see whatever component that we require. So you can select GXR UI common and then Java. Okay, expand Java, com Philips GXR dot UI dot, then we can see different folders inside it. So it is kind of a similar structure. Okay, maybe there may be folder name changes or the uh, yeah, inside you will see some folders that are present here and that is not present in our latest code. So that is also fine. So that might have been removed when we are migrating. So if you see our GUI, GXR UI in here, uh, GXRA, let us go to common. You see Java, the UI. So you see FX and DXR and all because I'm using some other branch right now for it. Now you see that common, concurrent, like see, there are different folders. Now what we can do is we just select a common, click on add. So now once that is done, let's say I wanted it to go to GXR UI frame. Same some other folder that we require for our investigation. Let's say we expand it in GXR frame. Yeah, I will like add this thing also. So likewise, we need to add. Now let's say we go to pasta. So it is called PA underscore pasta here also. So here also we can go to source. Then you will go to the actual code base. Uh, you go to unit. Okay. So com Philips. XR, pasta. Yeah, so there are a few files are there inside also. So let's say we take some other folder that we require and click on OK. Once you click on OK, this actual checkout of that branch or something, it will be done. Okay, so the branch name would be like this product underscore int underscore 55. Okay, so let's wait till this thing is done. So it's all checking out right now. Okay, so checkout is done. Okay, now you will see that you go to my views. You see 320121541. That is our code 1 ID. And 55, 39 increment, 55 will be our number. You will see that we will find out the files that you have checked out. Okay.
All files we checked out from there, it will be
From there, we will be displayed here.
in our view, right?
View, my views, yes. So you have to select till the folder name. If you need to find a file, you need to select that folder. Then you will see that folder names. You select a folder here, you will see that two files. Okay. So the same thing is present in, you go to C. This is the entire. So actually, it is referencing some part that you have actually here.
Okay.
You go to users,
It will be stored in our
local
also.
directory also 320.121.55. See GXREY source common Java com Philips 5 common again concurrent. Let's say, see these two files. Okay. Now let's say I wanted to edit it now. Okay. So here it is what we have to do is that we will do a checkout is something that we do. So whenever we have to do something, we have to do a checkout of that particular file. So currently I haven't seen multiple files getting checked out at once. So we have to select individually. So I let's say I click on checkout. So now what I have to select is for which CQ are you going to work on? So that it should be selected. Then only you can select it. So let's say I checked out something here, performance markers or something. There'll be some reference. Okay. Let's say I selected one thing and click on OK. Okay, so that means it is checked out. Once it is checked out, then what you have to do, you have to go.
Can we
Sorry.
add that CQ details in the combo box
Yes.
when we check
So it
out?
is like let's say when you are pushing your changes, right? You would be giving a git commit command, git commit message, right? It is kind of similar to the that is happening. So you will select a file and then you check out, okay, and then you will select for which CQ it is there. So it's automatically it will be displayed in the whichever CQs that is assigned to your name, right? It will be displayed under this part, and you need to select the CQ that is applicable from the list.
If it is
Okay, so
not
let's say
assigned to us or someone else, then
it won't be there. So the CQ needs to be under your name, not even in the pool. It should be under your code one ID. Because in the
then only we
CQ,
can select
we
the
can
activity
select that.
from here, right?
Yes, correct. So you select that thing, then that means checked out. Only then you will be able to edit the file from this place. Okay. So only after you check out, you will be able to edit it. So otherwise, it will be kind of a read-only file. So it is read-only.
Uh,
See?
so
Okay.
if
So once only you select.
if the my question is if the CQ is assigned to the pool and we
Mhm.
are doing the same, then we have to tell the
Get it. Yeah,
module
architect to
lead or
assign it to your name. Yeah,
architect to assign that
to your name.
means.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So once that is done, then only it will come to your name. Then you will have to see that in the list it will get updated properly. Or if it is not updated, then you will have to close that Clear Team Explorer, reopen it again, then it will might be updated. Okay.
Then it will
Uh,
be check out, right?
then you need to check out. Otherwise, then only you will be able to edit the file. Otherwise, because this file is currently a read-only file. If you see the properties, right? I didn't check out. It is a read-only file.
Read
Okay.
only file.
After it is checked out, then you will see you can edit that file and then save it. Once it is saved, then what happens is that you will have a check-in. Once it is checked out, you will have check-in enabled.
Ah,
That is like push or commit, right? That is the thing. So for each file that you need to touch, you need to do this check out and check in.
okay.
Okay. So that is the case. So in check-in, also while you're doing it, right? Maybe we can, while you're actually doing checkout, maybe we can do that because I don't have many CQ, my CQs assigned to me under 39. So that's why. It should be
Yeah.
properly. I need to map it. Otherwise, it if you if then there is one more case. You kept it checkout, okay, and then you close the system, close that ClearTeam Explorer, or you close the shutdown system. Then then no one else can check out or check into that file. Okay, it is
Fine.
kind of in a
Yes.
dangling state. You need to close that. You need to check out what are you checked out. It needs to be checked in, or you need to cancel the checkout.
Before we closing the system.
We are doing it. Yes.
While if we are modifying the system,
Mm.
means modifying the file and the modification is not yet completed, then
Yeah. So basically, then that means you can check in also. Like it's like committing, right? Maybe
yeah,
you will have multiple commits. Usually, we don't have we haven't done like that. So whenever we are checking out a file, we make sure that we check out that file properly, and we merge. We do the changes there, check in it, then that's it. Then okay. So that's what we have observed. We are basically that we have done till now.
so this also, do we need to raise the PR or something?
I don't know. There's not pays the PR and all is not required. The thing is that before you are you may need to tell that these changes are the things that you did to the architect.
Architect, and
Okay,
after his
because there is no
review
other
and
way to
everything, we
identify
have to
actually.
check in.
Yeah, then only we check in.
Okay. By the
So
file,
usually what we
local.
happens is that usually what happens in increment 39 is that we don't actually we don't do new feature implementation or something. What you do is that whatever there might be some issue that is in 39 which might have been already fixed in latest increments. Those changes we just make sure that it is proper according to the because there might be some place where variable names are different in 39 and variable name is different in 42. Okay.
Yes.
So that we will have to handle, but it will be the logic and all will be same. Okay, we don't create new logic or do something. We just make sure that we copy correct line by line. We will do. We are not supposed to copy the entire file and paste it. We should be if we are copying from 42 or 43 to 39, we should copy by line, not the entire file because it is not always guaranteed that that file is proper because in 42 it is newer code. You will
Are
be
same,
referencing to
right?
some yeah.
Yeah.
So it's to prevent that we are doing like that. Yes.
Yeah. We have to cross check every line by line, and
Yeah.
the needed modification only we need to take
Yes,
from the
correct.
latest to the increment.
Yes.
As per my understanding, I think we have to modify the local file. Means take the copy of that file, modify it local, and after reviewing and everything, we can check out and check in. Is it okay?
Sorry.
Just while we get the views or whatever modules we need, it
Hmm.
will be available in the local also, right? We can take
Yes,
a
yes,
copy
yes.
of the necessary file and modify it after making means after discussing with the architect or module head to about the
Yes, yes, yes. Correct.
modifications, and after the reviewing we can replace that file and check out, and means after checkout replace that file and check in. I think
Yeah,
that is
correct.
okay.
Correct. Correct.
Otherwise checkout and checking will be an issue and multiple check-ins will be.
Will be done. Yes, correct.
And if we check in it here,
Mhm.
how will we create the jar files, or how will we prepare generate the binaries for testing?
Okay. So what happens is the once you are done, you will have to send a mail to the post build team or the you see the DevOps team to generate the build for you. They will generate the build, then they will notify it to you that the build is generated. Then you will have to copy that particular files, recreate files, and then test it. So that is like, let's say you had sent out a mail to the team asking you to uh, trigger the build. Okay, the build is done. Once a build is done, you will find it out in this particular path. It's not in this path, it's a this particular screen page. Okay, so I'm pinging you here. This in the team chat itself here. I will ping you. Uh, yeah, it's already done. Okay, fine. You select for 39. A new build entry will be generated here. Like let's say it is 3821 is the new one that is generated. Once you selected it, you will get generic product here. Where is that? Yeah, generic product dot zip will be there. Generic debug source product was the thing that is supposed to be there.
There,
Yeah, here,
down.
generic product. You click on it, it will get downloaded. See here, you will download it. It is a zip file that will be downloaded. Once zip file is downloaded, what you have to do is extract the zip file. Then you once you extract, it will be in the same folder structure like this. DGXR, you will get a folder structure. So from there, you need to copy the whichever jar files, and then you need to patch it to the system and test it.
Okay, after DevOps team created the build using what we check in, right?
Yeah, using what we check it. Yes.
After check-in, we have to inform the DevOps team to
Create
create
the
the
build.
generate the
Yes. So
latest build,
that may
and
take some
from
time.
that,
It may take 2 to 3 days
okay,
or something, depending
okay,
upon their, or more than that, depending upon their workload also, because it is not an easy way of doing it. They have to copy it from some server to some gem server. From that gem server to our Bangalore server, it needs to be copied to. Then we need to build it, so that may take time, because copying from that Hamburg server to gem server, etc., takes time. Gem server to our Bangalore server also, it is taking time. So it may
okay.
take 3 days at least, is what I know of. 2 to 3 days at least.
So after that only, from that general product zip file, we can take the jar file from the
Jar file.
corresponding path, and using with the use that jar file, we can test in the subsystem.
Yes, yes.
We can put the jar files in the subsystem, replace the
Subsystem and then test
binaries.
it. Yeah.
Okay. It will be same for the other increments also in the clear 2,
Yes,
available in the
yes,
clear 2.
yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Adu.
Thank you. That's all from me. Okay. So I will stop the recording. Uh,
Sure. Atul, one more case, not
uh,
about clear case.